Another wonderful day, everyone, and welcome to the third video of our partnership accounting lesson. So, to recap, our first video was about partnership formation, and the second one was about partnership operation. So, this time we are second to the last. We are going to discuss about partnership dissolution. So, what is this dissolution? According to the Civil Code of the Philippines, the dissolution of a partnership is the change in the relation of the partners caused by any partner ceasing to be associated in the carrying on as distinguished from the winding up of the business of the partnership. So there is a distinguishing characteristic of this dissolution compared to winding up, or sometimes it leads to liquidation. Alright, so dissolution is just an interruption of the operation of the business. So, hindi kailangan na pag mag-dissolution or when the partnership undergoes a dissolution, hindi siya ibig sabihin that it is the end of the life of the partnership. So, parang temporary interruptions lang. What is the reason for this interruption? It is the change in the relation of the partners. So, ano bang ibig sabihin ng change in the relation, or what are the causes of dissolution of a partnership? So para mas maintindihan, let's go to these four. A partnership is dissolved when, number one, there is an admission of a new partner or partners. So ibig sabihin, merong gustong maging partner doon sa partnership. So may bagong salta, kumbaga. Okay? So, number 2 naman, withdrawal or retirement. So, kung sa number 1 may gustong sumali sa partnership, number 2 is may gustong umalis sa partnership. So, kung may gustong sumali sa partnership, does it mean na mag-e-end ang partnership? No, it's not. Meron lang temporary adjustments na mangyayari. There is a temporary interruption in the normal operation of the business, and that is dissolution. Number 2, if mag-withdraw ang isang partner, does it mean na kailangang matapos na ng partnership? Pwede naman na i-continue ng mga remaining partners ang business, tama? So, hindi kailangan na patayin or i-end ang life, no? Patayin talaga. I-end ang life ni partnership just because may isang umalis or may isang ayaw ng maging partner. So, pwede naman na i-continue ng mga remaining partners. But still, the partnership has to undergo dissolution. And then number 3, if there is a death, so somehow parang equivalent lang din siya ni withdrawal or retirement, 'di ba? May nawalang partner. Yung existing partner aalis, or yung isang existing partner is, namatay. So, merong nabawas sa partnership. So that's number 3. Again, it will undergo a dissolution. And number 4, if the partnership decides to incorporate the business. Pasabot, from partnership, gusto nila nga mo evolve into a corporation. So, na-transition from this business to the next business. So, wala namang sinabi na nag-end na yung life ni business. Gusto lang nila mag-level up. Okay? So, if gusto nilang mag-level up into incorporation, the partnership still needs to undergo a dissolution. Compared to this, what we call winding up of the business, this is basically the termination of the business. And when we say termination, it is that point in time when all affairs of the partnership are completed, and that marks the end of the partnership life. Again, dissolution does not necessarily be the end of the partnership life. But when we say winding up, yan na yung sinasabi nating kailangan na talagang matapos ng business. Like, kailangan na magwatak-watak ng mga partners. So, kung mag-undergo tayo ng winding up, kailangan nating dumaan kay dissolution. Okay? So, when we wind up a business, we dissolve it first. But, on the contrary, just because we undergo a dissolution, it does not mean that we will wind up the business. Okay? So actually, this winding up, this termination, or this liquidation is the fourth and the last topic of our partnership accounting. So that will be on the fourth video. But in this video, let us focus first on the dissolution. Again, dissolution is just a temporary interruption. Hindi ibig sabihin nito mawawala na si partnership. There will be changes in the relation lang. Okay, let's proceed to problem number 1. problem number 1 talks about Resulta and Magpantay partners who are sharing profits on a 60-40 ratio. The statement of financial position prepared for the partners on April 1, 2019 are as follows. So you could see there, Magpantay has 1.08 capital and Resulta has 1.33 million capital. So a total of 3.3 assets and 3.3 million total liabilities and capital. So let's proceed. On this date, the partners agreed to admit Tria as a partner. The terms of the agreement are summarized below. So, ano ang naging cause ng dissolution on this problem? There is an admission of a new partner. And if that is the admission of a new partner, that is number 1, right? Okay. Another one of the causes of dissolution. And then, assets and liabilities are to be restated as follows. An allowance for possible uncollectibles of 45,000 is to be established. Meron po ba tayong uncollectible accounts? Wala. Okay? Ngayon, or currently, wala po tayong uncollectible accounts. Wala po tayong nakita. So, they agreed that before they admit Tria, they have to adjust first an allowance for possible uncollectibles of 45. Inventories are to be restated at 1.7. Currently, magkano ba ang inventories? Alright, that's 1.65 million. Going to 1.7, so there is an increase of 50,000 inventory. So let's take note of these adjustments. We are going to use them later. And then letter C, accrued expenses of 40,000 are to be recognized. What is an accrued expense? Okay, that's a liability. So, we are going to recognize a liability of 40,000. Ano po ba yung tanong niya? Determine how much cash is to be invested by Tria. Okay, Resulta, Magpantay, and Tria will divide profits in the ratio of 5:3:2. So, currently, meron tayong sharing na 60-40. Pero pagdating ni Tria, naging 50-30-20. Capital balances of the partners after the formation of the new partnership are to be in the stated ratio, with Resulta and Magpantay making cash settlement between themselves outside the partnership to adjust their capitals, and Tria investing cash in the partnership for her interest. So let us begin solving this problem. Okay, I have here a table or a schedule of the movements of the capital balances of Resulta and Magpantay. So, in the beginning, or before any adjustment, before admission of Tria, the unadjusted capital balances of Resulta and Magpantay are 1.33 million, and Magpantay has 1.08. So, saan yan kinuha dito? Yung mga details na yan, alright? And then, adjustments. So, sabi pa, before natin i-admit si Tria or before siya maging part ng partnership, kailangan muna natin gawin ang mga adjustments na to. First, sabi pa niya, kailangan natin mag-set up ng allowance for doubtful accounts. And then, that's negative 45,000. And then, kailangan natin i-increase si inventories ng 50, tama? From 1.7. And then, kailangan din nating mag-set up ng liability na 40,000. Ma'am, bakit po negative? Bakit po positive naman yung isa? This is unfavorable event. Okay? So, allowance for uncollectible accounts, ano po ba yung normal balance niya? Credit. So, kung credit natin siya, our entry will be here. Allowance for uncollectible accounts. Alright? And then, these two here are going to be the capital balances of Resulta, the capital accounts of Resulta and Magpantay. But as of now, wala pa tayong fixed figure kung magkano po ba ang kailangan nating i-deduct sa mga capital balances nila. Basta, alam natin that the journal entry will be this. Okay? We will set up an allowance for uncollectible accounts, and then to equate the credit, we are going to debit the capital accounts of the partners. So, kailangan nating isolve kung magkano po ba ang ididida kay resulta at saka kay magpantay. So, kanina sabi pa 60% and 40% ang kanilang profit sharing. So, that is 45,000 times 60%. Therefore, 27,000 will go to resulta's capital or will be debited. Magiging decrease or magiging bawas niya yon sa kanyang capital account. And then, magpantay will have 40%. That's 18. And that is a total of 45,000. Now, in the inventories. So, if there is an increase in the inventory, lagyan muna natin ito. Journal entries. Okay? Although hindi naman siya sinali or hindi naman siya ni-require, let us prepare journal entries for discussion's sake. Okay, next is inventories. There is an increase of inventory. If you are going to increase inventory, you are most likely to debit it, right? And then, magiging partner niya naman, etong dalawang to. Okay? So, magkano po ba yung increase? 50. So, let us compute kung magkano magiging increase ng capital balances. The same 60% will go to resulta. And then, 40% will go to magpantay. Alright, so that's 30 for resulta and 20 for magpantay. And lastly, we have an accrued expense, and that is a liability. And if that is a liability, that should be credited. Accrued expense. And the same, to equate the increase in liability, we are going to consider the capital balances. And there, 60% pa rin. And 40% pa rin. So, you have their accrued expense of 40, and then resulta will have, how much is that? 24. And then, magpantay will have 16. So, tatype ko na lang. 24 and 16. Okay? A decrease in capital because there is a liability na ni-record. So now, the question is, we are going to determine how much cash is to be invested by TRIA. So this is now the adjusted capital balances of the partners. Pagkatapos nilang i-consider ang tatlong adjustments na to. So we will proceed to determining how much should TRIA invest in the partnership. So, adjusted capital ng dalawa is this. That's 1.309 and 1.066. So this. And we are going to divide it by the share of the old partners. Kasi sabi niya, TRIA will have 2. Okay, that's 20%. Kasi 5 plus 3 plus 2 is 10. So TRIA will have 20% of the partnership's capital. Currently, meron tayong 2.375 adjusted capital ng dalawang old partners na ito. So, their share is just 80% of the partnership. Kasi, ito yon 5 plus 3. 80% lang yan ng buong capital ng partnership. So, that is 2.375 divided by 80%. So, ibig sabihin, itong 2968750, this is the total capital that the partnership should have upon admission of TRIA. Okay? Again, currently, meron tayong 2.375, but that is just 80% according to their agreed ratio. So, if you are going to get the 100% of that, that is 2968750. And then, TRIA will invest 20% of that, and that is of 593,750. Okay? Therefore, TRIA is going to invest cash equivalent to her account or her capital balance. So that is 593,750. Now, sabi pa niya furthermore that resulta and magpantay will make cash settlement between themselves outside the partnership. Okay? Because capital balances of the partners after the formation of the new partnership are to be stated or to be in their stated ratio. Ibig sabihin, ito dapat ang susundin ng capital balances ng mga partners. So far, Tria has 593,750, which is equivalent to 20% of the new agreed capital of the partnership. But the question is, si Resulta ba merong 50% and si Magpantay meron bang 30%? Hindi na po siya 60-40 kasi ito na yung bagong stated agreed ratio nila. So, let us compute. Ayan. Resulta has a capital balance of 1.309 currently sa ngayon. So, that's 1.309. Pero sabi pa, Resulta will have 50% of the partnership's capital. Magkano nga yung 100%? 2968750. Galing yun siya dito. What is 50% of that? So that's 2968750 times 50%. Resulta should have a capital of 1484. Pero currently, meron lang siyang 1309. Therefore, kailangan niyang mag-increase ng 175,375. Okay? How about Magpantay? Magpantay recently has 1.066 capital. Ito po yun, hindi po ito ha, kasi adjusted. We will focus on the adjusted amount. And then, that's the current. But according to their agreed ratio, kailangan niyang magkaroon ng 30% of the total capital. And that is 890. So kung ngayon meron siyang 1,066,000, pero according to their agreement, dapat meron lang siyang 890, kailangan niyang mag-decrease ng 175,375, which is just equivalent to the increase of Resulta's capital. So, ibig sabihin, magto-transfer lang sila ng funds or ng capital. So, ano po daw yun? We are going to decrease Magpantay's capital. Magpantay capital, decrease debit. And then, we are going to increase naman kay Resulta. So, we are going to credit. In what amount? That's 175,375. Okay? So, magiging unfair naman po yun kung si Resulta nag-increase ng 175 tapos si Magpantay nag-decrease ng 175. Don't worry dahil sabi pa niya, they will be making cash settlement between themselves outside of the partnership. So, there is a transfer of capital dun sa partnership books, but don't worry because Resulta will pay Magpantay 175,375 on their personal transaction. Ibig sabihin, hindi na yun magre-reflect sa partnership books na, ay, nagbigay si Resulta ng cash kay Magpantay, hindi na. Parang, what will appear here is that it's as if Resulta bought 175,375 of Magpantay's capital. So, parang, akin na yung 175 mo para maging fit tayo sa 50-30-20 na ratio. Sige, bigay ko sa'yo, bayaran mo ako ha. Okay. Transfer ng funds. But outside the partnership, there should be a settlement. Or else, magiging unfair naman. Unless, kung ganun kabait si Magpantay, bigay-bigay lang, walang gante. Okay? So, actually, ang tanong lang naman is this. For discussion's sake, kailangan natin na malaman kung anong magiging movements ng mga accounts in the partnership book. So, that's problem number 1, admission of a new partner. Let's proceed to problem number 2. You have here Malari and Chua, partners who share profits and losses in a 3:2 ratio. They have the following capital balances. So we have Malari 250 and Chua 500 credit. Okay? The partners agreed to admit Palatino to the partnership. So still, this is admission of a new partner, right? Required. Calculate the capital balances of each partner after admission of Palatino, assuming that bonuses are recorded when appropriate for each of the following assumptions. Ma'am, bakit may bonus? Katulad din po ba ito ng bonus dun sa operations? I don't think so. What we are talking here about a bonus is this. Sometimes the partnership is very enticing. kung sa society pa humot kaayo ni siya nga partnership, well known, well established, okay? Then here comes Palatino. Hi, I want to be part of your partnership, Palatino said. So, para sa mga partners, kami na ning kamot og established ani, and then karon gusto lang ka mahimong partner, o sige, you could be a partner, but kailangan nimo mobayad og sobra sa imuhang share. And ang excess anang imuhang sobra will be a bonus to us. Of course, murag that's one way of a compensation para sa mga nagtukod yun gani sa partnership, sa katong mga gikan sa scratch nga naningkamot para mo uswag ang partnership. So that's a bonus for them. So ikaw nga gusto mahimong part anang well-established partnership, you're going to give a bonus to the old partners kay para i-admit kanila sa ilahang partnership. It could be the other way around. You have this partnership nga gatinga, okay? Kamat yun nun, because you have limited funds or gamay lang kag funds, capital, or hinay ang imuhang operation or dili effective ang pagpadagan sa management. And then here comes a well-known person, very known in the business industry, in the particular industry where your partnership is operating. And then here you are, mura ka gapanguyab adto nga person nga, do you want to be a partner of X and Y partnership? Okay, and then here comes this businessman, ingon siya nga, mura magkatingaon na inyong partnership, unya, basin unyag madaot lang ni akong pangalan, kay naapil ko sa usa ka partnership nga hapit na mabankrupt. Sige, I will be part of your partnership, but I guess I need some bonuses from you. Kay of course, naana ko'y reputasyon nga gitukod. Okay? So the old partners are going to give a certain bonus to the new partner because of his admission carrying his reputation. So, mao na atong ginatawag din hiya nga bonuses. Okay? So, let's try to solve. We have here 4 assumptions. That's problem number 2. Palatino paid Malare 250,000 for 50% interest. So this time ang nahitabo lang na transaction is between Palatino and Malare, but I would like to emphasize, you cannot admit a new partner in the partnership without the consent of all the partners. Remember, partnership is a contract. So kung kamo lang ni A, B, and C nagsabot-sabot, kamo gyud ang nagkasinabot. Now, kung magbuot-buot ka nga imong pasudlon si X, dapat mananghid ka sa ubang partners. So kung dili sila mosugot, you have no right para i-admit og buot-buot si X. Okay? There should be a consent of all the partners because partnership is established in a fiduciary relationship. So what is this fiduciary relationship? This is relationship established in trust and confidence. So although the transaction is just between Palatino and Malare, we will assume that Chua was well aware and his consent was given. So Malare currently has a capital of 250,000. Tama? Balik natin ha. Ayan, meron siyang 250. And then, binili po ni Palatino ang 50% interest ni Malare. That's 125. But hindi po ibig sabihin nito na nagbigay si Palatino ng 125 or 250,000 kasi sabi niya paid 250. Palatino paid 250 to Malare personally. Hindi niya po ito dinaan sa partnership. Ma'am, pwede po ba yan? Yes. Ibig sabihin, binenta ni Malare ang kaniyang 50% capital or interest in the partnership in the amount of 250. Ano sa tingin niyo dito ang sino sa tingin niyo dito ang in need ng pera? You have, or kung ikaw si Palatino, nagbayad ka ng 250 kay Malare, pero yung naging capital mo lang is 125. So we could assume na, parang well-established si partnership kasi kaya ni Palatino na magbigay ng 250 kahit 125 lang. So, murabag si Palatino ang nanguyab sa partnership. Okay? So, the partnership account balances will be this time 125 na lang po si Malare kasi that's 250 minus 125 kasi binigay niya yung 125 niya kay Palatino. Si Chua naman, as is, that's 500,000. Hindi naman siya nakialam, although meron consent na i-admit si Palatino. So, yung 250,000, ma'am, sana yun? Nasa bulsa na yun ni Malare. Personal transaction ang nangyayari, hindi investment sa partnership. Okay? So, if that's the case, meron lang pong dalawang accounts na maapektuhan, and that is Malare Capital. Nabawasan po siya ng 125,000. Saan po napunta? Napunta kay Palatino Capital. So this time, meron na po tayong Palatino Capital in the partnership in exchange of 125 ni Malare. Yung 250, again, nasa bulsa na yan ni Malare. It is somehow different to assumption number 2 kasi sabi niya Palatino invested. So, ibig sabihin, hindi dumaan sa personal na transaction ni Malare or ni Chua. Doon talaga sa partnership nag-invest. Now, tingnan natin. Currently, meron po tayong 250 from Malare. Independent transactions to ha. So, hindi maapektuhan ni 1, si 2, si 3, tsaka si 4. So, Chua has 500. And Palatino contributed, magkano daw yun? 250. This time, magre-reflect na si 250 investment sa partnership kasi sabi niya, invested. Kanina, wala namang sinabi na nag-invest siya. Sabi lang, binayaran niya si Malare. So, hindi naman siya under the table. Pero parang ganun lang. Hindi siya under the table. Basta, nanguyab gyud siya sa partnership and then dito siya nakigsabot kang Malare para mahimo siyang partner. Okay, so sabi pa, Palatino invested 250 for a 1/4 interest. So, ito na yung total contributed capital. How much is 1/4 of that? 250. So, kung 250 ang iyahang gi-invest and 250 po ang iyahang nahimo nga share, naabay bonus nga nahitabo, naabay difference, wala. Ato dyan ipakita. That's 0. Okay, wala. So, kung wala di ay, then, walay changes. Our entry will be a simple debit cash in the partnership dahil nagbigay si Palatino in exchange of a 250,000 capital. Yan lang po. Hindi po naapektuhan ang capital accounts ni Malare at saka ni Chua. Well, it is different from assumption number 3. Why? Kasi this time, 30% interest. So, ganun pa rin. Nag-invest siya ng 250. So, dinaan sa partnership. Hindi napunta sa bulsa ni partner sino. Okay? So, sabi pa, magbibigay ako ng 250 pero kailangan meron akong 30% na share sa partnership. Ito na po yung total capital and sabi niya, dapat 30% sa kanya. So, times 30%, that should be 300. Nag-invest siya ng 250, pero ang naging capital niya is 300. There is an increase of 250. There's an increase of 50. Asa man ni kuhaon ang 50 nga gihatag sa iyahang account? Basically, Chua and Malare will sacrifice a certain amount para ma-compensate ang 50 nga ilang gihatag kang Palatino. So, dinhi murag feeling nato si Malare o si Chua ang nanguyab kay Palatino. Okay? Imagine that 250 lang ang ihang gihatag pero gihatagan nila og 300 na capital. So murag gusto gyud nila nga mahimong part si Palatino sa ilahang partnership. So to distribute the bonus to Palatino man kay sa iyahan man adto. So we are going to use the profit sharing ratio of the partners dara. 3.2. What is 30% of 50? So that's 15. Hindi 30%. 3 over 5. Bakit 5? 3 plus 2. And then, kay Chua naman is 2 over 5 times 2 over 5. So that's 20. So, ang 50,000 nga increase ni Palatino, gikwaan ang account ni Malari og 30, gikwaan ang account ni Chua og 20 ug gitapak didto kang 50,000 nga increase kay Palatino. Therefore, the balances of these partners after admission of Palatino is 220 na lang and 480 na lang. So, to journalize, Palatino invested cash of 250,000 and nadungagan pag yun ang iyahang account. Tama? Pila tong nadungag? 50,000. So that will be a total of 300 na based sa ilahang sabot nga 30% interest. But in exchange of the 50,000 increase, the capital balances of the other partners will be decreased. 30 from Malare, 20 from Chua. Okay, so that will be our journal entry. So nakita na to, what's new in this assumption? Bonuses. And then lastly, Palatino invested 250 for a 20% interest. Same gihapon. Ang ihang gi-invest 250. But this time, 20% lang ang ihang gipangayo. So what is 20% of the total contributed capital? 200,000. Therefore, there is a difference of another 50 but this time decrease. Pasabot, I invested or Palatino invested 250,000 in the partnership cash, but according to their agreement dapat 200 lang iyang capital. So kung 200 lang di iyang capital, kailangan na to bawasan. Okay, that's Palatino capital. Pila ang atong dapat na ibawas? 50,000. Now, asa man na padulong ang 50,000? Padulong sa atoang old partners. Okay, so that's Malare capital and Chua capital. A bonus to Malare and Chua. Kaganina, bonus to Palatino. This time, bonus to Malare and Chua. Now, the question is how much? That is this times 3 divide 5. Manggihapon si Malare. And Chua will have 2 over 5. Therefore, after the admission, the old partners will have capital balances of 280 for Malare and 520 for Chua. So, ang increase is 30 and 20. Okay? So, kung tanawon or i-analyze nato ang setup, nag-invest si Palatino og 250 pero 200 lang di ay ang gi-credit sa iyahang amount. It means, or we could somehow analyze na the partnership is well established. Okay? Naningkamot yun ni si Malare ug si Chua nga ma-establish ang partnership. And then here comes Palatino, gusto ka mahimong part? Okay. Pero kailangan naa may bonus. Okay? Bonus in a sense nga mag-increase ang among capital. Kaya ang imuha, kailangan ka maghatag og 250 but actually 200 lang dapat ang imuhang capital. Okay? So that is how we analyze admission of a new partner. Now let's proceed to problem number 3. So this time, still an admission of a new partner. On January 31, 2019, partners Abad, Ramos, and Camayo had the following loan and capital balances. So the partnership's income sharing ratio was 50 for Abad, 20 for Ramos, 30 for Camayo. On January 31, 2019, Gonzalez was admitted to the partnership, and Gonzalez wants to have a 20% interest in the total capital in exchange for an investment of 40,000. So, marag pare-pareha lang siya og setting sa problem number 2. Prior to Gonzalez's admission, the existing partners agreed to increase the carrying amount of the partnership's inventories to current fair value, a 60,000 increase. Now, prepare the journal entries of the increase in inventories and the admission of Gonzalez. So, it is a combination of problem 1 and problem 2. Problem 1, ingon siya dinhi, di ba? Na ay adjustments before admission. So, there is an admission. So, number 3, adjust bago admission. So, the balances currently, Abad has 30,000 debit. Take note, debit. Pasabot, nasubraan ang iyang withdrawal. So that's a negative balance. Ramos has 120 and Camayo has 70. So, as of now, before admission of Gonzales, na sila 160 total capital. And then, nagsabot sila nga dapat i-increase sa nilang ilahang inventories by 60,000, right? Increase. So, pasabot, madungagan po ang ilahang capital. So, our journal entry for that is increase of abad capital, and inventory, and then increase of abad capital, Ramos capital, and Camayo capital. So wala say share si Gonzales ha, wala pa man siya na-admit. Before admission man eh. So an increase of 60,000, and then how much should go to each of the partners? So we have here 50% will go to Abad, and then 20 for Ramos, and 30 for Camayo. A total of 60,000. So increase 30. Alright, so here is your entry on the adjustment of the increase in inventory. So how much now is the total adjusted capital of the partners? All right. Okay. So you have here 132 for Ramos, 88 for Camayo, 0 muna si Abad kasi meron siyang negative and nag-increase ng 30, so na-offset 0. And then this time, after the adjustment for the increase in inventory, Gonzales wants to be admitted for a 40,000 investment. Ayan po. Pero gusto niya 20% interest. So let us learn or compute magkano po ba ang 20% interest ng total capital nila this time. Oh, 52. 40 lang iyang gi-invest, pero ilang sabot, Gonzales will have 52 capital balance. So, there is an increase of 12,000. So, if this is the scenario, unsa gani ni? Bonus to the new partner. Kung naa siya'y bonus, kay gi-increasean ang iyahang investment, asa man akwaon ang increase from the old partners. And that is simply the same profit sharing, kaning 50, 20, 30. So, that's 12 times 0.5. Okay? And, ano sa naman to? That's this times 0.5. And then, Ramos will have 20% and Gonzales will have 30%. A total of 12,000 in decrease from their capital balances, and then gitapak dito sa increase ni Gonzales. So, after admission, pila man ang ilahang capital balances. Alright. 84,400 for Camayo, 129,600 for Ramos, and negative 6 for Abad. Para maka-52 si Gonzales. So, with these figures, let us prepare a journal entry for the admission of Abad. So, Abad contributed, Gonzales. Gonzales contributed how much? 40,000, tama? But Gonzales should have 52, therefore it has to be increased by 12. Dungaga na tog 12 ang iyahang account. Asa man nato nakuhaon ang 12 gikan sa kaning old partners. Okay? Okay. So many. Anong na debit credit. Alright, so Abad, Ramos, and Camayo's capital will be decreased by these amounts. Okay, so that is for Abad. Bawasan po natin ng 6,000. and then Ramos 24364 Camayo para ma-increase ng 12,000 ang Gonzales capital. So this is admission of the new partner, but there is an adjustment first bago admission, and then bonus to the old partner. So this is problem number 3. Let's proceed to problem number 4. This time, merong withdrawal. Okay? Ibrahim's withdrawal. And this is the second one. Okay? The second one, let us have Ibrahim. Partner Ibrahim decided to withdraw from Sebedo, Basa, and Ibrahim partnership. Their profit and loss is 3:2:1 respectively. Now, partnership assets are to be used to acquire Ibrahim's partnership capital. So, upon withdrawal of Ibrahim, we are going to give a certain asset in exchange sa iyahang capital. It could be cash, it could be non-cash asset, so depende sa partnership. Now, before withdrawal, ito po yung mga capital balances nila, 120, 60, and 50. And then, here is the requirement. Prepare journal entries to record Ibrahim's withdrawal under each of the following assumptions. Okay, so, first assumption, Ibrahim is paid 54,000 and the excess amount paid over Ibrahim's capital is recorded as a bonus to Ibrahim. So, before withdrawal, meron po silang 120, 60, and 50 na capital balances, right? And then, magwi-withdraw na si Ibrahim. So, kailangan na nating alisin si 50,000 niya para after withdrawal, magiging 0 na. Tama? But, sabi pa niya, ang binayad po ng partnership is 54,000. So, if we are going to make an entry, magiging ganito po yun. Cash, nagbigay po tayo ng 54. And then, ato ang gi-zero out ang 50,000 nga capital ni Ibrahim. So, ato makita sa figure nga na ay 4,000 nga difference on the debit side. So, that 4,000 difference will be taken from the capital of the old partners. So, kung kaganina na ay murag nanguyab o gipanguyaban sa admission, ing ana sab diri as sa problem number 4, withdrawal. It's as if Ibrahim is a very precious partner in the partnership nga paghawa niya ato siyang hatagan og pahinungod, muraging ana baga, pahinungod more than sa iyahang capital. So because you are so dear to us, Father Abraham man dito. So you are so you're such a great partner, Ibrahim. So, instead of 50,000, among dungagan og 4,000, we will give you 54,000. That will serve as a bonus para sa imuha. So, that bonus, asa man nagikan, dito sa partners or remaining partners. So, we will use the profit sharing, pila to? 3:2:1. But since sila na lang man duha ang mag-share sa bonus, alisod pod no nga si Ibrahim hatagan niya bonus ihang self. So, dili pod. So, ang ato na i-consider is the 3:2 na profit and loss sharing ni si Bedo and ni Basa. So, that is 4,000, di ba mamantong difference, times 3 divided by 5. And kang Basa is 4,000 times 2 divided by 5. Sila na ang mo-absorb. Okay? Bakit 4? Okay, negative. Okay, so they will be the ones who will absorb the 4,000 nga bonus kang Ibrahim. Therefore, after withdrawal, ang ilahang capital balances will be 117,600 for Sebedo na i-decrease and 58,400 for Basa. And the entry will be like this. Gihatagan nato siya 54, gi-zero out nato ihang capital balance nga 50, and then the two other partners gave their bonus to Ibrahim by debiting their capital balances. So 50,000 lang unta ang iyahang madawat pero gihatagan siya 54. So that is our analysis when we give an amount in excess of the capital balance of the withdrawing partner. So number 2 naman, Ibrahim is paid 45 and the difference is recorded as a bonus to Sebedo and Basa. So Again, that's 120, 60, and 50. And then, i-close na to ang 50,000 nga balance ni Ibrahim. But, ingon pa siya nga ang cash nga atong gihatag kang Ibrahim is just pila to 45,000. Therefore, naay difference nga 5,000. So, this time, kaganina, ang pagpahinungod padulong kang Ibrahim. Pero on this second assumption, ang pagpahinungod gihatag kang si Bedo o kang Basa. So, Ibrahim was like, thank you so much, Sebedo and Basa. You have been a great partner to me. O di aray 5,000 bahina ninyo kay ako ang capital nga 50, 45 na lang akong kuhaon. So, they will share the 5,000 difference as a bonus to the remaining partners. So, pila man na, saan man na nila bahin ang 5,000, the same, 3:2. So, that's 3 divided by 5 for Sebedo and 2 divided by 5 to Basa. Therefore, the entry will be like this. 50,000 para ma-close ang ihang account, gihatagan siya 45. Ang difference nga 5,000 gibahin sa nahibilin nga mga partners. So, after withdrawal, the balances of their capital accounts will be 123, 62, and then 0 na. So that is how we are going to analyze a withdrawing partner given or paid by an amount less than his capital balance. So let us proceed to assumption number 3. This is kind of complicated. Abraham accepted cash of 40,500 and plant assets with or equipment with a current face value of 9,000. The equipment had cost of 30,000 and was 60% depreciated with no residual value. Now, record any gain or loss on the disposal of the equipment on the partner's capital balances. So, ato sa siyang i-assess kung naabag yun tayo gain or loss on disposal. So, gain kung nakaginansya ta, loss kung nalugi ta. So, let us first analyze. Karon, ang value daw sa ato ang asset is just 9,000 na lang. Okay, so that's 9,000. Pero pila gid ay unta ang value sa atong asset? 30,000 times 60% daw nga depreciated. Depreciation is contra account, diba? So, kung minus. So, pila na lang nabilin sa 100% niya? That's only 40%. Therefore, ang imong asset, carrying amount, go back to the topic of carrying amount. I hope inyo nang gisilsil sa inyong hunahuna or else maglibog jud tag-analyze ani. So, the carrying amount of your equipment is just 12,000 na lang. So, alternative solution na lang ni siya. Kung gusto gid mo masabtan pa gyud, that's 30,000 na cost times 60% nga depreciation. Pila man ang 30,000 times 60%. Okay? How much is that? I believe that is 18,000. So, 18,000. Pila man ang difference ana nilang duha? Minus. Therefore, kanina lang ang balance sa imuhang asset. And that is just this. So, ako lang alternative solution para dili kalas og space. But if you want to have it analyzed like this, pwede ra pod. So, that's 12,000. And then the difference between 9,000 and 12,000 is 3,000. Para sa ato ang record, napatay 12,000 nga asset. Pero ang face value na lang di ay niya sa market karon 9,000. Therefore, lugi or ginansya? I believe lugi ta. 12,000 pero kung ibaligya nato siya sa gawas ro 9,000 na lang di ay. So lugi tag 3,000. Okay? So loss on disposal is 3,000. So before nato gi-allocate ang kana nga lugi, ang ato ang balances was that was 120, 60, 50 man gihapon, no? 120, 60, and 50. Karon atong ibahin-bahin ning lugi. Ma'am, mo share pa ba si Ibrahim sa lugi? Yes. Before withdrawal, ato sang i-adjust or ibahin-bahin sa nato ang lugi. The same kaganina sa kaning mga benefits or kaning mga adjustments. Before admission, ibahin-bahin sa Okay? The same sa number 4, before withdrawal, bahin-bahin sa. So that is 3,000 times 3 divided by 6. Ma'am, nganong divided by 6 naman? Since apil man si Ibrahim sa sharing, so that's 3 plus 2 plus 1, 6. Dili na siya over 5. So this is 2 divided 6, and this is 1 divided by 6. This is actually a loss, so this is negative 3,000. Okay? So, kung loss na siya, of course, bawas na siya sa atuang capital. Therefore, after adjustments, our capital balances will be this. Ayan, gagmay na gyud no. And then, ninghawa dayon si Ibrahim. Okay? So, ang iyahang capital karon hindi na po 50,000, 49,000 na lang. 49,500. And then, pila ba ang atuang gihatag sa iyaha? Okay. First, atong i-adjust si equipment. Okay, di ba naman to yung difference nga 3,000, so that is debit, loss on disposal. Ay na. Debit balances of or capital accounts of the partners. So, we have here debit, credit. And then accumulated depreciation. Atong dungagan ang accumulated depreciation pila 3,000. Kay kung dungagan nato og di ba accumulated depreciation naman ni si 18,000, kung dungagan nato na siya 3,000, pila naman 18 plus 3. Therefore, mo fit na siya sa face value. Okay, so dungagan nato og 3,000 ang atoang accumulated depreciation. Kinsa may mo absorb sa 3,000? Kaning ato ang gisolve. Okay, so that is Sebedo capital, Basa capital, and Ibrahim. They are going to absorb the loss of 3,000, and that is pila to? Kaning 1,500. Ayan. And then after that, pila naman ang carrying amount sa atong equipment? 9,000 na. So that equipment will be given to Ibrahim. Therefore, the journal entry on the withdrawal of Ibrahim is capital, i-close ihang capital 49,500 dara. And then hatagan nato siya og cash nga 40,500 mao nitong giingon. And then ang plant assets nga naay 9,000 nga value. So 30,000 sa sinugdanan nga cost, and then accumulated depreciation nga 21 dara o ato umtong gi-add ka ganina, di ba? Okay? So that's 18,000 plus 3,021. So if you are going to analyze pila gyud tanan ang nadawat ni Ibrahim. That's cash nga 40,500 and equipment 30,000 ba? Dili, 9,000 na lang. That's 30 minus ang depreciation nga 21. That's 9,000. So a total of 49,500 nga gihatag sa iyaha. So naabay difference? Wala. 49 iyang capital, 49,500 pud ang gihatag sa iyaha. Therefore, after withdrawal, the same. Walay changes kang Sebedo o kang Basa. Walay bonus nga nahitabo. Kay sakto lang na 49,500 ang iyahang nadawatan. Okay, so that is how we analyze the third assumption of problem number 4. Now let's proceed to problem number 5. Okay, this time we have here Rementina. Partners Kinsay and Buenaventura have capital balances of 140 and share 4:1 ratio. Rementina is to be admitted in the partnership with a 20% interest. So admission of the new partner. Prepare the journal entries to record the admission of Rementina for each of the following. Ayan. 60,000 pero ang iyahang share is 20% interests. So let's analyze. Si Kinsay naa pa siya 100 nga balance and 40 kang Buenaventura. And then Rementina invested 60. Therefore, pilang total 200. Ayan, 200, 200. Very good. Now, ang gusto ni Rementina or ang ilahang sabot, Rementina will have pila to 20% interest. Let's see kung sakto ba. 60 ang gi-invest pero ang iyahang capital balance is 40. So ang atong analysis din hiya, grabe yung pagpanguyab ni Rementina sa partnership. Kay kaya niya nga mo sakripisyo og 20 mil para lang mahimong partner sa partnership. So, murag established jud kaayo ni nga partnership, no? Kay gusto man gid kaayo niya. So, kaning 20,000 nga bawas sa iyahang capital investment, this will be distributed to the old partners in the ratio of 4:1. So, that 20,000 times 4 divided by 5 will go to Kinsay, and 1 divided by 5 will go to Buenaventura. So after admission, partners will have capital balances of 116, 44, and 40. So to journalize, we have it here, cash invested by Rementina. How much? 60,000 yung gi-invest. Pero gibawasan pud siya eventually og pila 20,000 tama kini nga bawas sa iyahang capital napadulong sa old partners, so this is considered bonus to the old partners. Buenaventura, ano ba yan? Buenaventura capital. So Kinsay has 16 and Buenaventura has 4. So ingana lang, so this is just another perspective of problem number 2, I guess, diba? Ingani man gyapon to. Okay, and then number 2 assumption is Rementina purchased the 20% interest by paying Kinsay 22 and Buenaventura 11. Question, nabay investment nga nahitabo dinhiya? Wala. Ingon siya paying Kinsay and Buenaventura pasabot padulong sa ilahang sariling bulsa. Wala na siya nag-invest sa partnership. Gipalit lang niya ang share ni Kinsay ug ni Buenaventura. Nagpalit siya pila? 20%. Therefore, it's like this. Wala na nag-invest si Rementina. So, kana times 20%. So, pila dapat ang padulong sa iyaha? That's 28,000. The 28,000 will be shared by Kinsay and Buenaventura. So, ana siya, uy, papalita kong 20% sa imuhang share, be. Ana si Kinsay. Okay. So, how much is that? 20% of 100. Okay. Ara ang 20,000 para ni sa imo Rementina. Okay, thank you. And in exchange for the 20,000 nga share, Rementina paid 22,000. So, nanguyab gid siya taman kay gipasubraan gud niya 2,000. And then adto na pud siya kay Buenaventura. Hey Buenaventura, I wanna buy 20% of your capital. I will give you 11,000. Okay, diara ang 20%. 8,000 only. Therefore, after the admission of Rementina, these partners will have capital balances of 80 for Kinsay and 32 for Buenaventura. From 100 nadaga na lag 80 ang 20 gihatag dinhi kang Rementina. 40 nahulog na lag 32 ang 8,000 gihatag kang Rementina. So at the beginning and at the end of the admission, pareha lang gihapon 140. Okay? Walay gidugang si Rementina. Nangayo lang siya share. Gipabalhin lang niya siyang account. And if that's the case, kung gipabalhin lang, idi bawasan nato ang isa or ang duha, Buenaventura, and then ihatag nila kang Rementina capital. If you could observe, wala pong cash na nangyari. Transfer of capital accounts lang. Walang cash investment na nangyari. So lastly, assumption number 3, we have it here. Rementina invested 32. Okay, Kinsay has 140. And then Rementina invested 32 para sa 20% nga share. So, kani times 20. Okay, this time, 32 lang iyang gihatag, but Rementina received 34,400 pasabot si Kinsay o si Buenaventura ang nanguyab karon. Kay 32 lang iyang gihatag pero ilang gipasubraan. So kung ilang gipasubraan kanang pasubra gikan na sa ilahang accounts. Okay, so that is 24 times pila to ilahang profit sharing, 4 divided by 5. And for Buenaventura times 1 divided by 5. So after admission, ang partners capital balances is 98,080, 39,520. So our journal entry will be this. Cash 32, nag-invest siya, and at the same time gidungagan pag yung 24 sa old partners by giving up 1920 for Kinsay and 484 Buenaventura, transferring it to Rementina's capital. So that is how we account for admission of a new partner, giving him more than what he invested. So lastly, problem number 6 is incorporation of the partnership. So, kung atong balikan ang katong causes of dissolution, we have already discussed many problems about admission of a partner. We discussed, I guess, one partner with the one problem about withdrawal. And last is incorporation. Ma'am, ngano walay death? Actually, like what I've mentioned earlier, withdrawal and death is just the same. Mawala ang partner or muhawa ang partner sa partnership. So, the accounting for withdrawal and the accounting for death is just the same. Okay? So, number 6 or problem 6, condensed statement of financial position of the partnership of Benaflor and Gangoso, dara, 80-80. On this date, the partnership was dissolved and its net assets transferred to a newly formed corporation. When we are going to have a corporation, we no longer have these accounts. Wala na po tayong Amora Capital, Loro Capital. Ganyan. Wala nang mga ganyan. Instead, we have this ordinary shares. So actually, we will have an overview of a corporation accounting under this FAR subject. So maybe after the 4th video, corporation na ta. Okay? So at least we will have a glimpse of what a corporation is. So the fair value of the assets was 24,000, more than the carrying value of the firm's books. Now, each of the partners was issued 10,000 shares of 1 peso par value, prepared journal entries in the books of the corporation. Diba, if you could still remember partnership formation, we record assets or liabilities at fair value, tama? So this time, we are going to form corporation. So, corporation formation, the same principle. We are going to record assets at fair value. Ano siya? The fair value was 24,000 more than the carrying amount. So if the carrying amount is 200, the fair value is 200 plus 24. Therefore, you have assets of 224. And these assets will be transferred to the corporation. The same lang kung unsa tong debit sa partnership, ipang-debit pud to sa corporation. So assets, should this be debited or credited? Debited. So debit, total assets. Unsa pa may laing na receive sa corporation? Of course, dili pud pwede nga imo lang ning biyaan ning liabilities. So the corporation will also acknowledge total liabilities of, wala naman siyang sinabing changes, so that is 40,000 still. Okay? And then, what else? Diba, I already mentioned, wala na ing-ani nga mga accounts sa partnership. What we record is this, what we call ordinary share. Mon diri gikan ang ginatawag nato nga shareholders of the company. Kay naa sila gunitan nga share, and according pa, each partner was issued 10,000 shares with 1 peso par. So dili na siya pareha aning partnership nga Buena Flor share. Hindi na po siya ganyan. Gangoso share. Hindi na. Isa na lang na. Ordinary shares. Naana na sila separate nga book nga nakabutang dito kinsay na gunit. But as to the entry, wala na ing ato. So you have there 10,000, pero duha man sila ka partner, so you have 2, therefore 20,000 share. 10,000 for Buena Flor, 10,000 for Gangoso. Ma'am, dili balance. Yes, dili siya balance. And the excess will go to share premium. Pasabot ani excess sa imuhang ordinary share. So pila ba na? That's 224 minus kaning imuhang liability nga gi-credit og ang ordinary share. You have a share premium of 164. So as of this moment, let us just think na mura ni siyang balancing figure. So kung pila tong kulang, dra na padulong sa share premium. But in corporation accounting, we will learn more what is the role of this share premium. So that is our entry for problem number 6. And that actually ends our discussion in partnership dissolution. So, if you have some problems if there are problems that you think na kailangan ninyo balikan, then go ahead. Kailangan nato na siya balikan aron atong mas masabtan. So, this is the third video. Again, the third video of our partnership accounting lesson. The next and the last video will be about partnership liquidation. So I guess na naman tay background of what a liquidation is. Ato ning nahatagag overview sa sugod sa video. So I hope you have learned a lot from the first video until this video. Kay basig mahuman na lang ang partnership accounting na lesson, pero wa na to nasabtan ang formation, okay? So atong balik-balikan og paminaw. So I hope you learned something in this video, and I hope that learning will stay in your heart and in your mind. And we are going to use that lessons that we learned in the higher accounting course that we are going to track on the succeeding semesters in our accountancy journey. So thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and that ends our video. God bless.